All right, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are tuned in with us live here on Zoom, I really appreciate your presence being here. And if you're watching us live on YouTube, you are most welcome. Today's call is going to be very special as this is the last, I must say that this is the last book club call for the year. And I'm hoping to provide something really good value to you all so that you can really, enter the new year with the momentum, with the excitement, and with the energy that we should have when we are entering into the new year with a new mindset and the new energy. So if you are tuned in on any platform, whether you're on YouTube or you are on Zoom right now with us. I really, really appreciate your presence here. And I'm really, really looking forward to add some value to your life. I'm going to wait for a few more minutes. So giving up some time to a few more people to get tuned in to join us. And then we're going to have an incredible, incredible session prepared for you today. Here we will be talking about manifestation. We're going to talk about some of the deepest laws behind manifestation that many people actually ignore in their awareness. So we'll be starting in just a few minutes from now. In the meantime, just share this video with anyone that you think will be benefit for them because it's going to be absolutely, absolutely incredible. So share this with someone whom you think can be benefited. Let me just put this on Facebook so that people can jump in. In the meantime, let me know in the comment box from which part of the world you're tuning in today. And if you are on YouTube, watching this on YouTube, give us a thumbs up on YouTube. And we are absolutely excited and looking forward to see your views on YouTube with us. All right, perfect. That's all done. We are almost there and almost ready. Just the last 1 minute or so more, and then we'll be straight entering into the philosophy, into the idea that we have planned here for you today. Just give me a minute, everybody. All right, so it's time to begin today's session, today's lesson, which I have prepared for you. We will be talking about manifestation, and I believe that manifestation is really, really important, and this is something that we should all understand, right? And we should understand that how manifestation work. We should understand that what is the logic behind manifestation, because if we want to manifest our dream life, or if we want to manifest, something better than we have right now, it is very, very important for us to understand the basics. It is very, very important for us to understand, what actually goes behind manifestation. How does manifestation work? What is the idea of manifestation? And in other words, how we actually manifest the results that we want to manifest. There are people who try to manifest their dream life. There are people who always try to, grow in their life, want to achieve better things, want to achieve better results, but somehow, somewhere, they find themselves stuck, right? And for some strange reasons, most of them have no clue at all, like why they're stuck, right? And that's what we're going to understand today. Most of the time, why we get stuck, why this manifestation does not work for many people, and how we can we actually make it tick? How can we actually manifest the things that we want to manifest in our life. Now, in my understanding, after studying so many different people from around the world over the last 10 years, studying different literature, studying different articles and research papers on the idea of manifestation, goal setting, and all that stuff, I have understood that actually manifestation is a three-step process. Now, in this three-step process, I understand that it's begin with imagination, right? And this is by far very, very important step in this whole process when I talk about imagination. But this is also the point where many people get stuck, when they start thinking about imagination, sometimes they just get caught up in the idea that they just have to visualize, they just have to fantasize, and things will get better or they will get results. But ultimately, that's not how things happen. Imagination is the beginning, okay? It's the beginning of all the great achievements that you want to achieve in your life. But this is where you can get stuck if you don't go beyond this idea. Now, you have to go beyond the power of imagination. Now, when I said you have to go beyond, you need to understand that this is the beginning that will give you the idea, that will align you onto the vibration, that will align you on the frequency of your goal, your dreams, your desires. But after that, you have to move into a phase which is called as realization. Okay, imagination should precede realization. Okay, now realization, what do I mean by realization? You have to realize that your potential, you have to realize the gaps between what you're doing and what you have to do. You have to realize that there are certain things that you have to do in order to accomplish the goal that you want to achieve. But before this realization, there's another realization that has to happen. And that realization is the realization of belief. You have to come from a point of view that you believe in yourself. You understand who you are. You understand, what you're doing, and you understand why you're doing. And you understand that things will get better. So imagination is the beginning, but then with imagination, you have to start realizing all these ideas. You have to start realizing these concepts. You have to realize yourself. You have to realize, the great things around you. You have to realize the great potential that is within you. And when you do these steps, that is the time when you actually go to the third phase, which is equally important and equally powerful. And that's what I call as imagination, the phase number one, realization, the phase number two, and then the number three step is action. And when you combine all these three elements, imagination, realization, and action, that's when you get the results. That's when you actually go out and do the work that you have to do. That's when you actually bring the results that are meant for you. And that's not just, aiming for something that is just going to fall out of nowhere. This is called as a structurized use of the power of manifestation. And there are many people who are not able to utilize it properly because either they are just too much in their visualization state, or they are just too loose in their ideas and they don't know how to act. Or even if they're acting, their actions are not strong enough and they somehow just get caught up in the idea of somewhere something is going to happen, something magical is going to happen, and they just get stuck in that idea, and then they just not find a way to go beyond that. And this is what we need to understand. If we want to achieve great results, we have to go beyond what we think is possible. We have to go beyond what we think is possible for us to achieve, possible for us to accomplish. And when we go beyond this idea, that's when, my dear friends, we actually end up achieving the results that we want to achieve. That's when we actually end up getting, to a point where we can say to ourselves that, yes, now I know. And we have to reach that level of realization. That level of realization is not going to happen by itself. That level of realization, we have to make it happen. And as I always said in my different, sessions that I do, that is all inside game. It's not about something that's going to happen on the outside. It's about what's happening inside, what's happening inside your mind. And once you learn how to control and channelize your mind, you actually learn how to control your life. You know, there has been great philosophers, many people over the years, everybody talking about mind, people sharing ideas, how powerful the mind is. And I think over the last 10 or 15 years, scientists have really, really proved a lot, a lot about mind. You know, scientists have actually proven that the mind, it's a marvelous power, right? But at the same time, people have discovered scientifically that scientifically, what are the biggest possibilities of human mind? And people have discovered that over the last many, many years. Scientists talk about it. They just, you know, they not only talk about it, they they have proven it with science. They have proven it with ideas. They have proven it with it is possible. And that's what I want you to understand that now. That in your life, you can accomplish things that you want to accomplish. If you become self-aware, if you become, you know, if you understand who you are, if you understand your potential, if you understand the power that you possesses, and that power, we all possesses that power, but we need to learn. We need to learn about that power. All right. Now, think about it for a minute. When was the last time when you thought about doing something big, doing something crazy, something that you always wanted to do? And then all of a sudden you have experienced some kind of doubt, some kind of fear, some kind of worry, and things may have just gotten in your way, and you might have just lost touch of who you are. When was the last time that happened in your life? And I'm damn sure that this happens in everyone's life. It's not just you, right? That's how what life is. Sometimes we just get stuck. Sometimes we just don't know what to do. Sometimes we just feel that this is not going the way I want it to go. All right. Those are the times when we have to find inner strength. Those are the times when we have to find, you know, the strength to do the things that we want to do, the strength to do the things that we know we have to do. And when we find the strength to do the things that we want to do, we actually end up achieving the results that we want to achieve. And the secret is in the mind. Now, when we will be doing that manifestation, matrix seminar at the end of the next week, I'll be bringing a lot more ideas to you. I'll be bringing a lot of great information, great ideas with you. And you all will be learning that. You all will be having access to the great, amazing information that I'm going to give you. But in this today's session, in this today's last book club call, I want you to understand. I want you to understand that success, it's not luck or chance. Success is when you apply the laws and when you learn the laws, and then you efficiently actually end up not just understanding them, but applying them, executing them, and then becoming the law. And that's what you have to understand. Now, many people, why they get stuck when we talk about manifestation, why many people are here outside, who are not able to manifest the dreams that they want to manifest, why people are not able to get the results that they want to get. Now, the secret is in your mind. Now, for many years, there was a great doctor, Dr. Thurman Fleet, who drew this diagram many, many years ago. And he said, let this big circle represent your mind, and let this small circle represent your body. And then your mind is divided into two parts, conscious and subconscious. And this has been proven by a lot of scientists over the years that your conscious and subconscious mind plays a big role in shaping your life, who you are. And then after studying this for so many years, you know, in studying different people, studying different philosophers, I have just added a new element to this whole situation, and that is this dumbbell shape element. We call it your brain, and that is your body. Now, let's have a look at the root cause why, why we are not manifesting the life that we want to manifest, and why people are actually stuck. One of the biggest reason why people are stuck, now you may have already heard it somewhere in some of the seminars or something like that, but it's always good to have a repetition, because understand that in 5 minutes from now, I'm going to explain you why repetition is important for us to change our old conditioning and old behavior. And exactly this is what holding us back right now. We have these paradigms in our subconscious mind. These are right here, these paradigms. You can call them paradigms if you want. You can call them habits. You can call them subconscious belief systems, right? Whatever you want to call them, right? You can call them limiting belief systems. You can call them, the ideas you have about your potential. That's the simplest way of saying that. Ideas about your potential. All these things are actually stored in your subconscious mind. And all these things that are stored in your subconscious mind, they are actually holding you back right now from getting the results that you want to get. Now, understand that on a daily basis, 5% of the things that we do are consciously controlled by our conscious mind. However, 95% of the things that we do on a day-to-day basis, they are literally controlled by your subconscious mind. And when I say they are literally controlled by your subconscious mind, by your paradigms, that means you have no control over 95% of the actions and the habits and the things that you do on a daily basis. Imagine this for a minute. 95% of the things. You have no control over 95% of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis. Isn't that strange? That's huge. That is huge. And that is the reason why we end up not manifesting the things that we want to manifest. Because in our subconscious mind, we have those old ideas. For example, I'll leave this space for explaining you about the reputation. Now, let us understand about these old ideas. And these 95% of the ideas that we have can be anything. They could be ideas like, for example, these could be ideas like, I'm not enough, right? These could be ideas like, it is hard to build a business, right? And these could be ideas like, it is pretty hard to sell, or something like that, anything like that, right? Now, these are the subconscious ideas that are stored in our subconscious mind from many, many years. And the list just goes on and on, on and on, on and on, on and on, etc., etc., right? And all these negative ideas that are stuck in our subconscious mind, these are the ideas that literally stops us from achieving the results that we want to achieve. Now, just think about it. Just think about it for a minute. There are these ideas that are stuck in our mind, those 95% of the habits, some of them which are absolutely pathetic, some of them which are absolutely rubbish, which has nothing to do with productivity, which has nothing to do with achieving great results, which has absolutely nothing to do with, becoming better. And they're stuck in our subconscious mind. The reason why they're stuck in our subconscious mind is that because we don't know how to bring them out. We don't know how to, replace them. And we don't know how to actually build better habits. And that's why I said here a few minutes ago that it's a repetition. Now, how and why repetition is required for us to rebuild our programming? Now, think about it for a minute, okay? Think about it for a minute. Just give me a moment. Yeah, here we go. Think about it for a moment. When you was a little kid, how many times your parents has to repeat your name before you get this idea that what your parents are telling you is actually your name? Now, this is a very funny thing, but this is at the same time is very interesting insight that I got from one of my great mentors, although I have never met him, but I have studied a lot of his material because he was a great, great guy. He's the one who actually started this whole personal development industry, Earl Nightingale. He said, we actually learn by listening. We actually learn by hearing. When you was a little kid, you was just listening to your parents, you were observing things. Reading comes very late. It's about listening first, my dear friends, because you're looking at people, you're listening what they're saying. And all these ideas are actually going into your mind again and again, again and again, again and again, again and again. And that's how you actually build your habits. Because when you was a little kid, you do not have a conscious mind. All you have was a subconscious mind, wide open. And all these ideas from your parents, your family, everything that was going around you at a little age was going into your head. It was going into your head over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's how ultimately you develop all these habit patterns, all these paradigms, whatever we're going to call them. It's right there. It's right there in your subconscious mind. And these ideas has been planted by people around you when you was a little kid, and you have no conscious control. You have no conscious ability to reject their ideas. When you was a little kid, you could not say to anybody that, okay, I don't want to listen to that. I don't, I'm not impressed with that. Or you couldn't say that, oh, that's not the idea that I want you to feed into my mind, because you didn't have the ability at that time. And since you didn't have the ability, so all these ideas that your parents, your family, everybody just shared with you, they went straight into your subconscious mind. And when these ideas went straight into your subconscious mind, you become the product of their ideas. And when you become the product of their ideas, now when you are, it doesn't matter whatever your age is, you're actually living your life based upon those products and those ideas that has been fixated into your subconscious mind at a very young age. Now, you know what's happening right now? If I draw this diagram right here back again, the conscious and the subconscious mind are like this. Forgive me for my little bit of bad drawing. Now, have a look here what's happening now. We have these old paradigms in our subconscious mind. Now, what is happening is that even when we are having a great idea, for example, let's say you have this great goal that you want to achieve, and you just started thinking about this great goal. You started thinking about becoming wealthy. You started thinking about growing healthy. You started thinking about building a great relationship. You started thinking about starting a business or whatever you want to do. And then all these paradigms started challenging you. These paradigms started challenging you to question your thinking. And when they challenge you to question your thinking, because since these paradigms controls 95% of the things that you do, they overpower you. They overpower you in every sense that you end up listening to these paradigms and you end up shutting down all the creative thinking that you have built in your conscious mind. And when you do that, when you stop, when you stop paying attention to what's happening in you, and then you just start listening to these paradigms in your subconscious mind, the paradigms that are in your subconscious mind, you become a part of the paradigm. Now, this is exactly what is happening with you. This is exactly what is happening with you, because we have these paradigms, these limiting belief systems, these ideas that has been stuck in our mind from years and years and years. Although we have these big goals that we want to achieve, we had these big goals in 2024. We are going to have these big goals in 2025 that we want to achieve. And we are also thinking about these goals and these ideas. But then the paradigms that we have in our subconscious mind, they actually makes us to question our thinking. They makes us to question whether we can achieve this or not. And more often than not, the paradigms are strong enough and they wins until or unless we change them. Now, you need to really, really pay attention to these ideas. Because if you do not pay attention to these ideas, you may actually end up being in the grip of these paradigms, being in the grip of these powerful ideas in your subconscious mind, and then just being the same old person. Think about it. Think about it for a minute, what I just said to you. Now, when you're thinking about these ideas, just remind yourself that if these paradigms are stopping you because they are not productive, how powerful you are going to become when you will change these paradigms, when you will actually end up becoming a better version of yourself, when you actually end up, you know, reprogramming your mind, reprogramming your mind for success, and then ultimately achieving the results that you want to achieve. And you know what? It is absolutely possible. It is absolutely possible to do it. And the way to do it is exactly following the same process that has been followed while building these paradigms. Now, I'm going to give you a little snippet of what this process is all about. Although in our seminar that is happening next Sunday, we're going to talk more in detail about these ideas. We're going to dig deep into the concepts of mindset. We're going to dig deep into the concepts of strategies for building productive paradigms. We are going to talk about how to manifest our goals, awareness. We're going to talk about a lot of these ideas. And I'll be giving you a powerful workbook that you can use for the rest of the year. And on top of that, there's going to be tremendous opportunity for you to be a part of, the paid version of this book club, which you will get it for free for 1 month. And these all amazing things are waiting for you on the other side of the next week. But for now, I want to give you an idea of how to build these paradigms that we have been talking about. Now, you need to understand that you have these old paradigms right here, right? These are the negative old paradigms that are in your subconscious mind right now. But you need to understand at the same times that you have these 5 sensory factors: see, smell, hear, taste, touch. But at the same time, you have intellectual faculties, or I must say, intellectual faculties. And these are the abilities or the tools that you have that allows you to tap into the universal intelligence and end up achieving the results that you want to achieve. Now, since you have these higher faculties, let me tell you something. In your conscious mind, my dear friends, you have this ability to accept and reject ideas. That means, irrespective of whatever paradigms you have, it's your ability that you can decide to think whatever you want to think. Your paradigms, no matter how strong they are, no matter how bold they cannot stop you from thinking what you want to think. But then after that, you have to repetitively impress this thinking, the new thinking, into your subconscious mind, my dear friends. Now, this is when you're building new paradigms. You know what's going to happen now? There's going to be a fight between your old paradigm and new paradigms in your subconscious mind. And this fight is going to continue. You will experience fear. You will experience bad emotions. You will experience that you are in a lot of resistance. But if you keep impressing these new thoughts, if you keep impressing these new ideas into your subconscious mind again and again, again and again, again and again, the old paradigms are going to be kicked off by the new ones. And that's how you will manifest the results that you want to manifest. But this process required repetition. This process required understanding of who you are, repetition of great ideas, repetition of, learning about yourself, repetition of learning about the powerful ideas about you that you possess this. And it is only possible once you learn the magic that exists within you. And we all have that magic within us. We all have that magic. And as I told you already, next week, we are doing this amazing seminar. And if you have not signed up yet, I'll encourage you to sign up for that. I'll be sharing the link with you right now in the chat. All you have to do is just follow the link, register for that seminar. I have just shared the link with you in the chat. Go for it. Sign up. Sign up for this amazing session. So this session will be happening, over the next weekend, 4th and 5th of January. We'll be starting around 11:30 a.m. UK time. So once you go to the Zoom page, it will automatically do the time conversion for you based upon your time zone. And you will know automatically, what time it is going to be in your time zone. So you don't have to worry about doing the time calculation. Just go to the page and then just see the time and sign up for that, because we're going to expand upon whatever we discussed here today. Whatever I shared with you here today, it was just a little snippet of what the next weekend holds for you, what the next weekend have for us in store, because this is going to be a big, big seminar. If you have been into my past seminars, you know what does they feel like. But this is going to be something incredible. And if you're watching me on YouTube right now, all you need to do is go to the pinned comments in the comment section and then just register with the link. Register with the link for the upcoming the seminar. We're going to rock it. And I'll encourage you that invite your friend and family. Share these ideas with them. Let them know about it. Let them know about this seminar. You know, if they are more than happy to join it, I'm more than happy to help them. But it has to begin with us first. We have to be here, and we have to understand that life just get better once we learn how to get better. All right. So in that note, I want to say thank you to all of you for being here today, being absolutely incredible, for joining this last book club call of 2024. And we are ending the year with a very powerful note, entering into the 2025 with goals, with ideas, with dreams, with passion. And it is a time for us to kick out the old paradigms. Trust me, the resistance is going to be there. The paradigms are going to tell you it's not possible. The paradigms are going to tell you that, oh, it's very hard. Okay, that's fine. It is. Then it is what it is. Let's fight through it. Let's go around it. Let's kick out the old paradigms and let's really become the best version of ourselves. And once we learn how to become the best version of ourselves, life just gets better and better and better. So some of you have just joined right now. Unfortunately, this session is about to finish, but you can always watch the replay on the YouTube. I'll be sharing the link with you to watch it on YouTube. And in the meantime, what you can do is you can sign up for the upcoming seminar. The link is in the chat box right now. Sign up for that. It will be happening next weekend, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Gloria, the link, if you're talking about the link of the video, I'll be sharing that later on. And if you're talking about signing up for this next session, it's over there in the chat box. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Absolute pleasure. It has been amazing sharing this wisdom, sharing these ideas with you, because these ideas, I believe, the more you listen to them, the more you become convinced that they are true. And that's exactly happened with any idea in your life, right? The more you study something, the more you understand it, and you know that that's not just any idea. All right, that's something really, really powerful. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. And it has been absolutely phenomenal talking to you, sharing these ideas with you. And I'll be seeing you next weekend. Till in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the year. I wish you a very happy new year in advance, and a lot of blessings and abundance towards you and your family and everyone that that surrounds in this with us in this whole world. So thank you so much, everybody, and I'm gonna see you next Saturday. Be ready. It's gonna be a buzzing environment. It's gonna be absolutely amazing and incredible seminar. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care and bye bye.